Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Monday. If you were with us a little bit earlier on, you will know that we are super excited, not only about the day today, but also this little event that we are in currently, our Black Friday event, where each and every day, not only have we got amazing savings for you to make, but also daily deals, which you need to be looking out for on the website. Today's daily deal is amazing, as we talked about in Wake Up Call, your essential adhesives collection, usually $46.41 or $73.83. Today's price is £30 or £30 or $45. That's before your club inspired discount as well. So much to take notice of in that bundle, and those daily deals will change each and every day. You've got all-purpose glue in there, you've got your 3D glue gel, you've got your tape pens, dotty tape pens, finger lift tapes, adhesive sheets. There's so much in there. You find it glue applicators as well, so make sure you're picking up all of these deals because we've got some great offers on right throughout the event. Now, the other reason you're here, of course, and let me just tell you, we had a record-breaking wake-up call this morning. It was so busy for a collection that I know so many of you have waited for. Big record-breaking wake-up call for the launch of the Nature's Garden Wisteria collection. It was Wisteria Hysteria this morning.
Oh my word, have you been waiting all day to get that in?
If I'm being honest, I've used it a couple of times, but I thought I'd get it in at the top of this show because I knew you'd like it, Sarah. Listen, over a third of the stock has already gone, and if you weren't here this morning for Wake Up Call, wait until you see this collection. It is a huge collection, it is a gorgeous collection, and it's got components in it that if you're like me, potentially...
Oh,
Debbie!
Our lovely Debbie!
You're not on this show!
She's made us a cup of tea! I saw her coming in the door and I thought, I bet she has no idea.
I've spilt it everywhere. I had no idea.
Love you, Debbie!
Our lovely pack shots
I realised they were there just sauntering along.
I tell you what, can I just say, you know it's a big deal when we call it with stamps, bags, embossing folders, and so much more. It's like code for we kind of fit it on the show. Thanks, lovely. That's tremendous.
I was trying to do
hide that down there. No one
the
ever
big
needs
start
to
of the
know.
show, but anyway, Debbie's here, Sarah's here, over a third of the stock has gone. Debbie, don't walk back!
No, go on, you're all right. Let her go. Let her go.
Sarah, can you
Oh, that's
please
brilliant. Right,
tell us
have a
about
look
this
at it.
collection? Come on.
Have a look at it now. Oh, Debbie's now Ben's already said that because now she's round with Ben's cup of tea, right? That is everything. Can I just tell you now, okay? I launched this on HSN. Now, actually, the collection, there's a few more pieces in the collection than what we had on HSN. They were available as some extras, like the dye. We've got a couple of extra dyes. We've got some extra vellums, some extra papers, the flower formula. I'll show you all of this, okay? But can I just say, I launched this on HSN, Ben, right? You know, you and I did the preview for it on Tuesday night.
Yes.
A third of HSN stock went on the preview, right? And then what happened is I got to the launch with Adam on the night, 8 minutes.
What happened in 8 minutes?
Complete sellout in 8 minutes, which means that all of the stock that was delivered to North America has completely gone, which now means the only way to get this collection is right here from our global warehouse. Like, that is the only way. HSN have completely sold out of every last scrap of unit they've got, right? So we've got the complete collection. I'm going to walk you through everything that's in it.
Yes.
If you got the collection from HSN, please let us know, because you could be crafting along with it right now. There are so many people who've been waiting for this show, for this launch. When you see what I'm going to teach you and what we can do with it, it'll knock your little socks off. I am going to start and show everybody a few of the samples, Ben, before I walk you through all of it, okay? So when we're talking wisteria, this is the look. It's all those beautiful lilacs, it's that texture. For the first time ever, we've created dimensional petal powders that you are going to add onto everything that you're doing. The edgeable dyes on these, I mean, that is, look at that, that's actual wisteria falling down with the three-dimensional petal powder on. Seam binding ribbon in the collection, guys, right? Look at this one. The framed pieces, the way the wisteria comes down. Now, this gorgeous birdcage dye you'll see about, it's got the most incredible embossing folder with matching stencils. So this has actually been embossed and then stenciled with glitter paste and coloured with the glitter paste. We've got some, the this die here.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to show you all the dies in the set, but this one here with the little window that opens, don't just use it with your Wisteria, use it with absolutely everything. We've got die cut pieces in this one. First time we've ever done a die cut topper pad in one of the Nature's Garden collections. This is your flower forming.
Yep.
Now, different ways you can do your flower forming, Ben. You can either do little cuppy flowers like this. You can either give them dimension like this one. Look at these. Look at these tiny little ones. Isn't that this? I can't wait to do the flower forming. I've got so many demos.
Yeah.
Can't wait to teach you all of this. Or this is a completely different look again. Look at that, same flowers, totally different way to build a wisteria. Isn't that incredible? Now, Ben, there's absolutely loads. I will walk you through everything and show you as many samples as possible. I'm just going to tell you now, if this is your first time seeing this collection, you are about to absolutely fall in love. Oh, you got me midriff there. You're about to absolutely fall in love with everything. Oh, Debbie's in the gallery now, causing havoc in there. I should have guessed. I should have guessed. I was like, oh, my midriff shot, tremendous. Right, are you ready to see absolutely everything, right?
Let's do it.
I'm going to start.
40% gone now. This is absolutely flying. The paper pad's going to sell the collection out. You need more paper pads, more the better powder. Get shopping. Oh, wow, Sarah, we're so busy.
I just need to explain, because I think people think we're a bit naive and silly, Ben, right? The paper pad is once again going to sell this collection out, right? And I know you're thinking, well, that happened last time, Sarah, and the time before it happened. Why on earth are you not just buying more paper pads? We are. But we seem to keep increasing our amount of paper pads, and you seem to keep increasing the volume of paper pads you buy.
Yeah.
And also, we are buying 6 months out. So we bought this back in like February, March time. So I'm just going to tell you now, the paper pad will sell out entirely, probably today. That will then sell out the big complete collection, which means we won't have the big complete collection, and we'll have to do a slightly smaller collection. We've got loads of everything, guys, fantastic. However, the paper pad and then the petal powders that I'm about to come to are going to be the two elements that will sell this range out, because a lot of you are buying extras of it, right? Now, Debbie Robinson tells me she thinks this is the nicest paper pad we have ever produced.
Yes, true story.
In the history of our
She was going on about it this morning.
I was just going through it all with her. Now, how incredible are these colours? There's 4 sheets of each design, right? 4 sheets of each one. I'm going to keep flicking you through so that you can see all of the designs. But what you'll find is we've done it in the 12 by 12, and it's a 32 sheet pad. We've also done it in the 6 by 6, because a lot of these will make wonderful background pieces just on their own. I love that one. I think that's my favourite one, that one, right? You're going to get that. So there's the 12 by 12.
Yep.
Here is the 6 by 6, also a 32 sheet one. Exactly the same designs, but in that smaller format. Feel free to get more of the 6 by 6 one as well if you love the 6 by 6 one as much as the 12 by 12, right? We've also done it in vellum. Only the very special ranges we do with vellum, right? So you've got the gorgeous sheets. I mean,
these are stunning.
The sheets are absolutely stunning. And if I put that with a sheet of white behind it so that you can see the design, there it is. That's the decoupage topper pad sheet right there as well, just in case you were wondering. I will come on to that in a little bit, but how fabulous are each of these vellum sheets? Let's have a look. If I put it up against a little bit of the purple, you can see it there with the line. Fabulous, right? So you've got the same designs that you are getting in the vellum as you were getting in the 6 by 6 and the 12 by 12, right? Now we start getting a little bit fancy, right? This is your decoupage topper pad.
Clever.
So it's got 36 pages, and each page is all die cut. Can you see? One page gives you all of this, and then one page gives you 4 of the wisteria dropping down.
Yeah.
Each of these are several layers tall, so it's not 4 individual, it's 4 once they are laid up. So you've got 36 sheets with 4 on each sheet. So you've got loads of them to work with. Then we move into the linen effect cardstock, right? So once you've got that linen effect, I want you to see the 4 different colours that we have. We have the really deep purple, you've got that lovely pink, and you've got the green in there. But it's not like a green, it's like a warm, sagey green, that one, isn't it, right? Then finally, in the paper pad selections and whatnot, we've got the flower forming foam, right? 4 sheets of each of 3 fabulous colours. You can see the colours there, but actually, I think it looks so much more meaningful. So you're seeing it there, but it's when you see them made up like this. How fabulous. And that's just with you can use your regular green, you know, any of our other flower forming foam for the leaves, but that is the colours specific to the wisteria, all right? So those are, now all of those are available individually If you want to stock up and get extras of them, you are more than welcome to, okay? I'm going to be using loads of this flower forming foam, loads of the cardstock right throughout the show. I'm also going to be using loads of this. Now, I've emptied mine out into little pots, right?
Oh.
This petal powder, right? So you'll get 3 pots of the petal powder in here. I've decanted each pot into its own loose pot of individual. So what this is, you know, in the doll's house industry.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually from the doll's house industry, and this is what people use for creating 3-dimensional flowers on doll's houses.
Oh.
It's doll's houses and train sets.
Oh, okay.
You know, when they, like they put it around the side of the train sets. And we've done it in the colours that you need for the fabulous wisteria finish. So decant them into bigger pots so that you've got more to go at, right? But then once you add it onto your wisteria, that is the sort of effect. Those are the 3 colours, and that is the effect that you're going to be getting. Now I'm going to be using this on loads of pieces. So you look at this one here where we've used it, and added just a little bit of the purple around there. You can mix the purple with the white if you want new shades, you want to lighten it up a little bit. You can add, you'll see me adding little bits onto all of my projects just to give it a little bit of, I was going to say tactileness, but that's not a word, is it not?
It is now.
I don't know, I made it up, right? So that is, those are my 3 petal powders. If you want more of the petal powders, I'll get lovely Johnny to put the petal powders on the bottom of the screen. Again, this is something that is going to sell the bundle out.
Yep.
So the chances are we could sell out of the petal powders today. Bear in mind, as with all of our Nature's Garden and Sarah signatures, we never repeat. So when these petal powders are gone, we will not be bringing them back. Don't even ask me, because it's not limited edition if we make exceptions now and again, right? So there's no bringing back these petal powders, it's just today, right? So we've seen the paper pad. Now, for all the other elements in the collection, there is a 3D folder in this collection, unlike any other 3D folder we've ever done. It is truly dimensional. So if I show you this one here, how fabulous is this card here, where it's, and I'm going to teach you how to do this, where you can do the letterpress technique, put some colour in the background, lift the colour into the foreground, and then actually if you want to go and add a little bit of petal powder, this is the demo I'm going to be doing a little bit later, add a bit of petal powder onto your lovely wisteria. How fabulous do they look, Ben?
Yeah, amazing.
So I'll be doing that one a little bit later in the show. I've got
Lovely.
loads of techniques to show you guys. More techniques in this show, I think, than any show I've done this year. Then you're onto the stencils and the embossing folder, right? So this is where we do the lovely embossing folder, but then you can mask off different little bits to stencil over. So you've got 3-dimensional piece, and you're going to be able to give a little bit of dimension to all of them. Then if we move through all of the dies, right? So here we go. You've got that lovely window, right? So if I show you the window, this is the card I'm going to do for you. I've got so many gorgeous cards to show you. This one here.
Oh, wow.
So the actual windows will open.
Yes.
And then if you wanted to put something in the window box, you can do. So I'm going to be doing that one. That is with the window, okay? You've then got all of the wisteria pieces that hang down. So you'll see me, I'm going to be using that in my first demo as well, this one that we're going to do where you've got them coming along. That is also using the edgeable die. The edgeable die is this one here.
Yep.
Then we've also got this beautiful big bird cage,
That's
which you've seen on
stunning.
lots of the samples. We've got the set of frames. Now, this is one of the dies that didn't make it into the bundle on HSN, because HSN wanted to do a slightly smaller bundle at a lower price point, so it wasn't a full collection, but this has got the extra pieces in here. There are your flower forming dies that we've got that we're going to use for all your little wisteria pieces.
Yep.
Bear in mind, you can do it like this, or remember the one I'm going to teach you is going to be this one here. I'm going to show you how to do that sort of effect later on in the show. Then we've got all of your dies and stamps. So we've got beautiful. So we've got have a beautiful birthday, have a beautiful day, life is beautiful, you are beautiful, beautiful friend. We've also got friends. So friends are the family we choose for ourselves, best of friends. Again, these are little extra ones that didn't come in the HSN bundle if you're wanting to pick up the extras that you didn't manage to get on HSN. You've got that lovely big stamped wisteria with the outside cut around. And then you've also got this set of stamps here. Ben, that is an awful lot of stuff that you are paying. If you're a platinum member in the UK, it's under £100 or it is $127. Don't forget, we're not omitting the November launches from the birthday codes.
No.
So if you've got your birthday codes where you had, when you spent 100 and you got that extra £20 off when you spent 100 again, you could be using this against this purchase. So you could be saving yourself an absolute fortune using that extra code. That'll be why you had a busier wake-up call as well, but I bet everybody was doing that today.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, there's so many people taking advantage of the Black Friday deal, so many people using their discount codes. It was so busy. A record-breaking show this morning. Regina says good morning from Buffalo. Margaret's in from Long Eaton, and Elizabeth from New Hampshire. Hi to Gillian from Yorkshire, and Sandra says good afternoon from a freezing Middleton St George. That's where I play cricket.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
It is freezing.
Yeah, it's absolutely Baltic today. She's been waiting for this and ready to snuggle into my fleece to watch your wonderful demos. Deborah's in from Texas. Hi to Sarah Brown from Melbourne. Jennifer says, glad I ordered early. It's a beautiful collection. Hi, Stephanie says, good morning, Sarah, Ben, crew and superstar, social superstar and crafty friends. My order is in and now I can sit back and watch. And Busy Lizzie says, we have a wisteria, bridge and willow tree in our garden. Can't wait to get this collection to combine with the Sara signature dancing dragonflies, bridge die and embossing folder to recreate the scene. Let us see the pictures as well. We asked for your pics this morning. Any wisteria scenes you want to send us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. But listen, other goodies that you might want to pop into your basket. I know a lot of you will be buying the collection, adding an extra paper pads, adding an extra of the petal powders, but you might also want to pop in this ink pad selection, because what we've done is we've popped together a 10-piece opaque pigment ink pad collection. So great for doing your blending, great for doing your heat embossing techniques as well. But the colours that you're going to get here, as you'll see, are perfect partners to work with the colours that you're going to get within the collection. So we're bringing you Oasis. You've got your Pale Fig in there. You've got Lemon Tonic. You've got Misty Morning. It's certainly been one of those here in the northeast this morning. You're going to be getting Midnight. You'll get your grasshopper. You can see how these are going to work perfectly with all of the papers and the flower forming foam that you've got. Green topaz, pure white in there as well, which you don't see that often, but that's a really nice one to have with this particular collection. And then we've got your damson wine and the fuchsia included in there too. So that is over a 15% saving that you're going to get on those 10. Platinum price comes down to £40 or $60.80. So again, a great way for you to be able to pop that into your basket to extend the use of this collection. Hi to Christine Thomas, who says, I love wisteria. I have arches coming off my porch covered with it. Send me pictures. It's like a tunnel. I can't wait until it is fully grown. Hi to Mary from Maid and Mish, who's in from Maine. Also Mary Pat 1000, who says, good morning from a freezing Montana. Betty Weaver's in from Idaho. And Elizabeth Cabrera says, good morning from Brooklyn, New York. Keep the comments coming in. Send in those pictures. Let us know if you've already picked up your collection. Maybe you're crafting with it right now. And also, do let us know if you've got any questions, anything you want to ask about this collection at all, or anything else on the show. Do let us know. We had some great questions coming this morning on Wake Up Call. And as always, we are happy to answer those for you. Let's make it nice and interactive. But also, more importantly than that, make sure you check your baskets out, because last update I heard, we were over 40% of the complete collection gone. So grab this set. It's one that's never going to go out of fashion, is it? It's a timeless collection, this wisteria set. So
definitely
get going.
Not. I will say that, and I've had it confirmed, it is definitely going to be the petal powders or the 12 by 12 pad that will sell the bundle out. So if you definitely want the 12 by 12 pad or the petal powders and you think you're going to go for the full collection, please, that's the one to go for, okay? Now, I'm going to get straight into the first demo, Ben, right?
Yeah, do it.
What I've done is, I've just taken, I've done a nice card blank, and I've actually gone, it's about, did I go 6 by 5.5? Just a square kind of card. Yeah. I'm going to do a tent fold, because what I want to do is I want to drop my wisteria down here. But then what I love, and you have to see it, how incredible is that vellum? Oh, do you know, it is absolutely next level, that vellum, right? And what you can do is you can actually give your vellum a little bit of shaping. Okay. So if I come like this with a ruler on the bottom corner, I can just, can you see, I'm just shaping that to make it just roll up completely. And once you've got that nice and shaped, and I can start a little bit further up if I want. Start nice and shaped, that is going to come along the bottom. Now, if you want to go next level as well, remember that if you've got the, I can't see mine. I was going to distress the edges of my vellum. I don't think I've got my distresser here, so I don't think we're going to be distressing anything. I don't know where it's gone. To be honest, I was in two minds about distressing it anyway. So there we go. So let's not distress it. Let's not distress that at all, right? Watch what I'm going to do. I want the vellum just sitting along the top, right? I'm going to stick it down from the top. So the tape pad is perfect. Oh, crikey Moses, let's get it perfect. The tape head is perfect for sticking your vellum down for you not to be able to see. Look at that,
Good
no
tip.
tape pen in sight, right? So you've got that down there. And then if I just cut another little piece of cardstock here, we can then use that lovely wisteria edging, right?
Yes.
So if you do that on there, I'm going to take that wisteria edging, I'm going to pop that along the edge, send that through, and I've actually got one that I've die cut here just to kind of save me a little bit of time on here. But I'm going to pop that across the front there, and it just gives me a little bit something going on, right? Now for that then, I am going to use some foam pads because I want to raise it up a little bit on here. So foam pads all the way along the edge to give that a little bit of dimension. We're going to have the most beautiful card. Oh, do you know what we could do? We could do a little gift bag to go with it as well.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Oh, should we? I'm going to do that. Remind me at the end of the demo to do a little matching gift bag with my 12 by 12 pad.
Do you have any wisteria hanging in your garden?
We don't. No. Do you know, I love wisteria. I've never managed to grow it though. It'd be fabulous, that, wouldn't it? Right. I want to add some petal powder stuff onto here.
Okay.
And some vines. So this die set here is going to become your best friend when it comes to adding wisteria onto everything. So can you see, I've got these vines here, and I'm going to cut them into a little bit of the green cardstock.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cut these ones, and we're going to do a couple of dangling bits of the wisteria. Now, watch this, it's quite clever, right? So if I take these, I can send these through my mini, just for speed, right? So each one of these, I'm just going to pop it inside the mini. Does everybody else try and speed craft quite at the pace I do when they do
I don't
shows,
think
Ben?
probably people normally craft at the speed that you do when you're on TV. I mean, you go at a fair old lick, don't you? And I can tell when you're excited because you just faster and faster and faster.
I've got like so much I want to show you. I just feel
tell.
like I'm getting even faster as we're going. Right, pokey tools. Hey, I'm not finding anything today. Here it is. Right, it's me. It's not because it's missing. It's just right in front of us, Ben. I'm just being, you know, can't look past my nose end. So you've got all these different bits of the wisteria that you're going to be able to drop down. Here's the different size ones that you've got, right?
Yeah.
Now, with these ones here, look at what I've done here, right? So here we go. I've put one of our, what do you call this, Ben? Like the adhesive sheets.
Adhesive sheets, yeah.
So if I want to put the double-sided adhesive sheets, right, just going to cut a little bit of this. We can send it through. Again, the mini's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to have is we're going to have that adhesive on the back, ready for our petal powder, all right? So I can send that through, pull the backing off here. There we go.
We're approaching half the stock gone, by the way.
What? I thought we were a third, you said.
No, now we're approaching half the stock gone. It's so busy.
Right, this is going to be a problem. Right,
You're gonna have to
don't
craft
panic,
even
people.
faster.
Hang on, wait till I've got through this demo. I don't want you to miss the demo.
No.
Go to buy it. You can have a little bit of a break after I've done this, but I need you to see this because it's going to look fabulous. You're going to absolutely love it when you see this petal powder, right? So, if I peel the adhesive sheet off here now, Ben, right? So there's my adhesive sheet coming off. That is just fully adhesived, right?
Yeah.
I can bring in that petal powder. I might get out Charlotte to come on the close-up from the front so you can see it. I'm just going to dunk it.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I'm just going to go straight in for the dunk.
Yep.
Right?
Dunkage.
Straight dunk in there. And I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of it on, rub it all over. That is looking fabulous.
It is.
Right? So should we do another one?
Yes,
I've
please.
got a couple of them, right? So there's one. Oh, should we do a white one? So there's that one there.
Are adhesive sheets then the best way you think for using your petal
No,
powder?
you can. I'm going to show you loads of different ways over the course of this. There, don't you worry. And I'm going to be speed crafting until that petal powder sells out, and then it's going to be this magical, mysterious stuff that we never talk about.
Yeah.
Because we're waiting for the slow boat to China to come in and do some more colours or something, right? But I am going to be showing you loads of different ways that I've used it. Look at that.
Oh, it's next level.
Isn't that fabulous? And look, I'm taking most of it back off again.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So you want a couple of white bits and you want a couple of purple bits, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the card back in and I'm going to just go with a glue gun just for speed, right? Now, I've got these coming along here. So I'm going to add, first of all, my little bits along the top of here. So just a couple of little spots of glue to pop this down, Ben. There we go, coming along there. Here's another little one, going to add along here. Yep. And then you see we're going to drop our wisteria down underneath it. it's going to look
We've
spectacular.
got pics coming in of your wisteria. I've just seen a few of you
Ooh,
sending your
nice.
pictures in. It'd be nice to see. Hi to Lynn, who's joined us, the Go Live Granny. Charlotte says, this collection is so beautiful. Can't wait until it arrives. And you know what, Charlotte? You're not the only person to say this. A lot of people, Sarah, like Charlotte, chatting, saying that this would be a perfect collection to make cards for Mum on Mother's Day.
Oh, nice. It would be, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Look at that. I'm going to drop that down there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a little bit of wisteria coming down there.
Oh, nice.
Just dropping it. Isn't that lovely? And this is the beauty of it. You can just literally build up as we're going.
Yeah.
Yes, now you're talking. Onto there. Let's get you off. We don't need you dangling down
Sam
there.
McDonald's placed her order. Mary Kay Knowles with us. Chelsea Twyman in Milton Keynes says she's placed her order. Hi to Anne, who says she was awake at 4:30 this morning to place her order.
There's someone didn't want to miss it.
We're so busy this morning with people up nice and early. Christine says, thank you for doing something with the vellum. And Chelsea says, this may be a stupid question. There's no stupid question.
No stupid questions.
When you make your cards from a normal sheet of card, what do you do about your envelopes, Sarah?
I make all of my envelopes, yes. And do you know what? Your envelopes would look fabulous if you've made it using that lovely wisteria cardstock.
Yeah.
Look at that, isn't that lovely? And then all I thought I'd do is, should we roll this piece up at the corner? So I'll pop another little bit of hot glue. I'm just going speedy on the hot glue,
we're
guys,
loving it.
just for speed on the show. So I'm going to roll the corner up like that. Now that's setting in place. Nice. I've got a little, have I got a little seam? I thought I had a little seam. I might not have a little seam. I might have put it somewhere. Yeah, I've got stuff everywhere, Ben. I was going to stamp a little stamp down in the corner here. Do you want to see me one that I've stamped a little bit on the corner? Right? Look how great that looks when you've just got there. There you go. Friendship. Friendship is a flower that blooms in all seasons.
I love it.
But I just really want to quickly show you all that vellum and the petal powder.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, you do not want to miss this set. You do not want to miss the petal powder out of it. It's fabulous. And that vellum is just next level.
It is, and if you're like me, I mean, I've been working in craft for about 7 years now. I've never seen anything like that petal powder before. A true one-off as far as I'm concerned. So do not miss out. Remember, you will get it in the collection. It is in the collection for you. However, you know, we normally tell you to get the collection. Well, we don't need to tell you because you know how this works. But you get the collection, then you get your extra paper pads, don't you? And some of you buy extra vellum as well. This is the day where you need to get all those extra bits that you normally get, and you need to add more of that petal powder in as well, because you know what, chances are you'll, if you just buy the collection, you'll run out of it and you think, oh, I wish I bought some more, and you'll come back and it won't be here. So get it now whilst you know that it's here. Add more than you think you need. We've seen people in Wake Up Call adding extras like 5, 6, 7, 10. I know paper pads as well. Lots of you saying you're adding 10, 15 extra paper pads into the bundle. It's the best way to do it when you know, because it is gone. It is gone. The linen luxury card, that is flying as well. A lot of people adding extra of that into their baskets as well. Yes.
What would people like to see me do next?
Okay.
So that I can get ready for the next one. Do you want me to get ready for that flower forming demo and teach you how to do this before the flower forming's the next thing to go? Is that a good plan? Or do you want me to do the window dye and a little bit more of the petal powder? You let me know which one you want to do in the comments.
Right.
I think we'll do both of them.
Well, there you go. Fly those through in the comments and we will do whatever you fancy next. Beautiful card, says Pamela. Lillian says, no speed crafting here. I'm always going at a snail's pace. Get there when you get there, like me. And our Michelle is watching. Michelle McCarthy says, there's a bistro in Fakenham where I live, and there is wisteria growing outside that is 200 years old.
Wow.
It is absolutely beautiful. Send in those pics. We'd love to see them. Ask any more questions, but more importantly than that, get your baskets checked out right now. Head to the checkouts. We'll give you the opportunity to do that so you will miss nothing, and we'll come back with more great demonstrations with Sarah on this amazing launch in just a few moments' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, is the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back to launch day, the brand new launch, our Nature's Garden Wisteria Complete Collection. You guys are absolutely loving this. It's such a busy day. Approaching half of the stock has already gone. And let's be honest here, we are, just over half an hour into the official launch of this. So I'll say it again, it's going to be my favourite catchphrase of the day. Wisteria Hysteria here at Crafters TV today. Thank you for the... Is that you laughing then, Charlotte? Oh, I thought it was you then, Charlotte, for a second. I knew it must be funny if Charlotte's laughing, but it wasn't her, it was Johnny. You're saving £30, $40. Then, of course, you're still getting your Club Inspired discount on top of it as well. £97.59 for a huge collection is your platinum price, or $127.19. Worth bearing in mind as well, as Sarah said, if you have your birthday codes left over, those vouchers, you can use them here as well. So you're already over the threshold to use the extra 20 off if you're in the US. Free shipping, of course, there too. If you're in the UK, again, you only need to top up. You're probably adding in some of those petal powders, what are they, $7.99 individually, I think, and then you're over that threshold to use that voucher there too. But listen, let's be honest about this. You're going to get the collection. You're going to add in more of those paper pads. You're going to add in more of that petal powder as well. Those are the two, aren't they, that are going to fight. And those are the two that are in danger of sending this collection to an early finish, because so many of you are stocking these up. I've seen people already this morning. You've been telling me that you've been buying the paper pads, 10s extra, 12s extra. Let me know in the comments as well how many extras you bought of the papers. Let me know how many more extra of the petal powders that you bought as well, just to give me a bit of an indication. But if you are as wowed as me by this amazing petal powder, please, please, please buy it. More than you think that you will need, because honestly you'll be popping it onto everything. That's that glorious paper pad. That's going individually. Lots of you buying the 6x6 as well, which you're getting, of course, the miniature version of this. The linen cardstock is absolutely beautiful too, and of course the floral flower forming foam and the decoupage pads. Don't forget, of course, you can get those too. The decoupage topper pads, they are brilliant. 36 sheets you're getting here, so you can create 4 different types of the decoupage from each page. So what's that? That's literally 144 different little wisterias that you can create throughout that collection. Everything that I've just shown you then you're getting in the full collection, plus loads more, and we'll go through the full collection in more detail in just a little while. Now, loads of you were messaging to tell me what you wanted to see next, and I think it was a close run thing, but so I think the majority of our viewers want to see the demo you've got with that window die next.
Oh, good, because as we went into that break, it was 50-50 window and flower forming. I got the flower forming out, and then he tells me halfway through, no, I think it's the window.
Sorry.
So I've got both ready to go, guys. We can go for both of them, but I'm going to start with that window.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's called the ornate window. Even if you're putting together your own collection and you're not going for the bumper collection today, can I just say this needs to be an absolute must-have in the set, right? It's just a beautiful, beautiful die, right? So just got a little bit of white card here. I'm just going to send it through the Gemini. Now it's a relatively detailed die. So what I would say is, you're going to want to use, well, I mean, I'm preaching to the converted here. You've all got a Gemini, haven't you?
Yes.
So you're all going to be using your Gemini to cut it out, but it is quite an intricate die. So I want you to get a lovely finish on it. So I've sent it through once. You shouldn't really need to send it through again to get the detail on the emboss. What you'll find is, that, I mean, yeah, look, it's giving us a lovely embossed detail on there. I'm going to tap the back out, pull this out, and then just make sure you've got all those little bits of detail all popped out, because it really is a fabulously intricate die. And what you'll see is it's going to open up those windows as well. So these are going to open, right? So if I pop that to one side, I'm going to just give it a little bit of depth and dimension with a little bit of water reactive here, right? So a little bit of colour, take off most of it, and then I'm just going to add a little bit around the outside. And this here is a bit of crushed velvet. You'll find that the crushed velvet works beautifully well with the Wisteria collection. So if you're using, in fact, to be honest, any of the purples all blend in beautifully well, as do the sagey greens in here. So a little bit of colour around the outside just adds, look how much more dimension that's got from just being a flat window piece there, right?
Yeah.
Now, for the actual base card, Ben, I'm going to do a 3-dimensional window for this one. So your back piece of card, I'm going to make it 6 inches high. So I've cut this to 6 inches by 8 inches wide. And then to do the window coming up, right, I've done this 6 by 10, so 10 inches wide, and scored at 1 inch and 2 inch, turned it round 1 inch and 2 inch, right? So that is going to give me the dimension that we're going to have on here, right? Now, use them lovely papers, guys, right? You're going to do a bit of matting and layering on the front. And what I've done with this one, watch, is I've matted and layered the front, and then put the window in, and just with a pencil, I've drawn round and cut that out with a craft knife, just roughly. Look, here's the one here. Can you see? Because it doesn't matter, because when you stick that over, you're not going to see it, but you just need to mark out where you're going to do it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, little bit of tape down here, and we're going to stick on the first half of that card, right? And then in the background here, I've got some more beautiful papers to mat and layer with. And what you'll find is one sheet of that cardstock will go such a long way. Ben, you forgot to remind me to make the gift bag.
Well, no, you know what? I've got so many different things, going on.
He's got so much going on.
I've got to remind Debbie to do her demo later on at the start of Monday Maker, so that was in my mind. Sarah?
Yes.
Don't forget to do the gift bag.
Well, not useful now, Ben, when I'm in the middle of another demonstration, but if you remind me again, I can pick that back up in a little bit.
Johnny, can you remind me to remind Sarah to do the gift bag, please?
I didn't ask Johnny to remind. Oh, and then he said, Charlotte, can you remind me? Right, yes. Can you viewers just remind us that you want to see that lovely gift bag as
Susie
well, right?
on the socials, can you remind me, if I get towards half an hour before the end of the show, remind me to remind Charlotte, to remind Johnny, to remind me, to remind Sarah to do the gift bag. Thank you very much indeed. No, we can't do it after this demo, can we? Because you've got another demo you're going to do after this one.
I've got loads of demos, but I really want to show you how to make a quick and easy gift bag, because it would look outstanding making a gift bag from the papers in this collection. Even an envelope, if I can find me an envelope box creator, I could make an envelope.
That'd be nice to show Chelsea, who was saying about envelopes.
Fabulous in this one, right? So, just a little bit of matting and layering on here, and we're going to pop that down. There's my mats and layers, and then this is going to go onto here. So all I'm going to do is we're going to go tape to tape. Watch, I'm going to put tape all the way around the outside of here, so it's nice and sticky, right? Yes. And down the edges, and I'm going to do the same. Now, usually I'd say use your dotty tape pen going on to something like this, because you're going to get glue bogey stuck in the middle. It doesn't matter because I'm going to stick wisteria over it, right? So it actually doesn't matter at all today. I'm going to pop that round there, and I've got all this excess glue sticking through. Really doesn't matter, all right? All we want is to be able to lift that window up there, and that look fabulous, right? Now, we need a bit of wisteria, right? Because that's the whole point of the collection. Now, you know that last die I used in the last demonstration?
Yes.
We cut out loads of these bits of wisteria. These are lovely starting point. You're going to use this die, guys. If you're only buying a couple of bits from this collection, you're putting your own bundle together. This is an absolute necessity, right? So that one is your whimsical wisteria. I would also say that your ornate window is an absolute essential, right? You've had that one on the bottom of the screen. Your petal powders, I'm going to use them next, absolute essential. It's actually quite hard to not find anything that's absolutely essential.
Well, that's it. If you are buying your own sort of mini bundles as well, if you spend over £50 or $50, you will get an extra 10% off. So, you know, if you can't stretch to the full collection today, you can make your own mini bundle, which is quite nice. And I just think as well, so I was saying earlier on, the way that wisteria works in real life, the fact that, you know, that it hangs down and sort of, you know, goes over archways and things like that, it's going to be perfect for, you know, outside of this collection, for all of your apertures, for, you know, other different frames that you've got. It's such a lovely flower to kind of frame lots of projects as well, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's going to look even better when it's 3D'd up with petal powder. Should we go and do some of them 3D pad work? I think
why not?
Have you taken me pad?
Oh,
you have. Can I have it back?
I suppose so. You're probably going to need it.
I think I am, you know. Do you know what, though? I do only need one sheet of it. So if you stay there, I can give you it back.
Thank you.
So I can get myself one sheet out here. There we go. Look, everything's already die cut. So life is going to be so quick and so easy, right? There you go. You can have the pad back.
Mercy.
Handy's off, right? So look at these. I find 4 of these for one card is fabulous, right? So that is layer 1, right, of the light purple. Layer 2 in the same colour. So can you see that's layer 1, layer 2 there, it's the same colour, which means this is going to layer up on top of this one. Layer 3 is from the same collection. That's layer 1 from here. Layer 3 from the same collection is going to work on top of there as well, right? And you're going to use your 3D glue gel to put them all together.
Nice.
Now what I'm going to do, because I want it to dry instantly, is I'm going to use the glue gun, right? I wouldn't usually, guys, because it won't give me as much dimension, but because I'm going to add the petal powders on, I want you to see how it's all going to work, right? So there's layer 1 on there, and then we're going to go the same with the second layer on here.
Yes.
And there's my layer 2, all right? So layer 2, just being really careful, going to drop it on there. So there is my 3-dimensional wisteria, all right? Are we ready to add a little bit of petal powder?
Of course we are.
So, at bottom of the screen, guys, if you want to get any extras with this, but once we've got to this stage, let's have a little look. I'm going to add a little bit of lilac first. So I've got my fine tip glue applicator. And we're just going to go, right, let's have a little bit round here, round there, a little bit up on the edge, round here. And just anywhere where you want to add that little bit of dimension onto your project, you're just going to add a little bit of glue, right? Then come in with your little pots for your dunking, right? And I'm literally just going to dunk one edge.
Oh, so you dunk every time?
Oh, yeah, I find dunking loads easier, right? So I'm just dunking all of that. Give it a good rub off. Bear in mind, this glue, it's not like when we did it with the other. It's not going to dry straight away because it is tacky glue, right? So there's the first lot of colours. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the white on. So I'm going to come in here with the white, a little bit more where we want the white on here. And I'm going to go and dunk it again with the white now. And this is the beautiful thing, you can be mixing and matching all of the colours, right?
By the way, the fine tip glue applicators and the adhesive sheets that Sarah was using earlier on, they are all in our adhesive collection, our Black Friday daily deal.
You'd think we planned it, Ben, wouldn't you?
You guys just think we throw these shows together. There's your daily deal today. Start on your screen there now, so you can get this fine tip glue applicators, the adhesive sheets, there's tape pens, dotty tape pens, there's finger lift tape in there, there's the glue pens included in there too. That's today's daily deal. You can see the usual price, the saving that you're making. That's before your Club Inspire discount, but that deal is only for 24 hours. There'll be a new daily deal tomorrow.
Look at that. Look at that, Ben.
Stunning,
I'm going to get Charlotte to come in for an ultra close-up, because that looks tremendous, right? And you can see there just all of the little bit. I love how my arm hairs are in focus beautifully and the petal powder not so in focus. She's coming for the close-up on the overhead. Looks great on the overhead though, guys. Right, so you're going to let that one there dry. So you need to let them all dry. So if I just rub my excess petal powder off, let's bring these in and start popping together. So these are the ones that I've done that have dried. And once we're ready to add them, I'm going to go again. I'm going to just go for speed with these with the glue gun, guys.
Can I just ask a quick question? I think it's something that you mentioned at the top of the show, and Vicky was just asking. So what pieces of this collection weren't included in the 8 to 10 bundle, in case anyone wants to add? Was it the frames?
Right, it's some of the, there was one of the frames.
Yep.
There was also one of the, it's the ornate frame, if you want to be precise, because I know me saying one of the frames is not helpful there. So you've got the ornate frame. You've also got the sets of the stamps and dies where it's like the keyword. I'm going to use that one just now. Yep, so they are coming in there. Look at this. I'm gonna add this
if you bought it on XN, you can get that one, get the frames, get the two stamp and die sets, and then add in more papers and some more of the petal powder. Get yourself up to 50, and then you've got another 10% off. Boom.
Good idea.
Boom, boom,
Something
boom.
for everybody, isn't there?
Yeah.
Something for everybody. Right, so adding these down here, but then also you might want to bring some extra little, look, I might tuck that under there. I could just be on faffing all day with these, Ben. They really are so playful. They're really brilliant to kind of faff with like this. Look at that. It's because the window's opening. I think it looks really incredible. And I'm going to just drop this one down there as well, right? Now, you know the frames I was just talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you what I've done here. I've actually used some of these frames. I'll just drop this one underneath here, around the window. Nice. I've used some of these frames to die cut a few pieces. So can you see? I've die cut a lovely backing piece, right? And then I've gone with a white piece for in the middle, right? And then I've actually die cut onto a little bit of vellum and stamped the wishing you much happiness today and always, right? Nice. And I'm just going to matte and layer that onto the back of this one here. So I've got that lovely frame. And then I'm going to pop that frame with a little bit of, let's have a little look, a little bit of glue onto here now. And that I'm going to just position up the inside of my card here so I can get that position right in the centre. Yeah. So you just know that's going to go right in the middle, wishing you much happiness today and always. That's on there. And then if you want to use the extra stamp and die sets, I think you've got them over there, Ben, just to show everybody them. But I've got the word beautiful.
Okay.
So I've die cut the word beautiful, so I can just take beautiful along the bottom here. And then I've got little stamped piece, because you can stamp bits and also die cut bits. So I've got you are, and I'm going to pop that along the bottom of here like this. And so we're going to have stamped you are and then die cut beautiful. That is how you're going to use that window and that beautiful wisteria coming around it. Do you know, I love that. I absolutely love that window. I think it's just another level again.
That's tremendous. It's like the window on the side of a stately home, isn't it? It looks just
yes, it is, isn't it?
Beautiful. Loads of interest about the petal powders, and a few people asking about adhesives. Obviously, you've used a couple of different adhesives. Michelle was just wondering if she could use the Crafter's Companion glue pens with the petal powder. Would that work?
Yeah. Would you want? Look, I can show you. We can take a little bit of tape pen. Right. I can get just a little bit. You'll see here. So if I take just a little piece of cardstock, put the tape pens down here, right, and then we can take that, dip it into the petal powder, and you see the petal powder will take straight away, right? All you need to do, I like to give it a good push down and then just pick up maybe an extra layer there so that you've got plenty of glue in. But yeah, tape pens have worked perfect. I like though, and you get these in your adhesive bundle today, I like the sets of the little, you know, the little, what do we call these?
Fine tip glue applicators.
The little mini applicators, and also using them with the fine tip just to add, because you saw on that one there, when I was able to add tiny little spots, and you can add the different colours onto them then, where you wouldn't be able to do that with a tape pen.
Nice. Keep the questions coming through. Anything you want to ask, let us know. Jackie Schwartz says, good morning, vacation in Gin. Vacation in Gin? A very cold and beautiful Colorado. Vacation in Gin. Sounds interesting. I also made a pack of each papers. I don't know, it just says vacation in gin. We could all do with a vacation in June, couldn't we? I ordered an extra pack of each papers with the collection, so I'm excited for this. You've got to get the more papers, get more of the petal powder. Chemistry and Biology says I've ordered extra of all the paper pads and the petal powders, of course. And she also says, phew, I set an alarm so I wouldn't miss purchasing the collection for my birthday today. Well, happy birthday to you. Thank you for the great birthday collection to me. Kathy Lear saying, oh, a gift bag with the flowers hanging from the front.
Oh, that would look immense.
Yes. You see, you guys are coming up with the ideas now as well. Heidi Hess says, I also think a touch of gilding flakes would accent the flowers beautifully. And loads of love coming in for that card, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. This is the only craft show that also teaches me my botanicals, says Heidi. The bundle is beautiful. Mary Pat says, lovely card. Love all the textures and dimensions. Andrea says, beautiful card, Sarah. Marshall says, gorgeous. And hi to D. Thomas on Facebook, who says, I'm new here and I love this.
Oh, I
welcome, D.
love that you love it.
Yeah.
Can I give you all a warning, guys?
Yep.
Right? You've got about 3-minute one. I'm going to do flower forming, so I've just plugged my iron in to heat up, which means you've got a good 3 minutes before I'm going to start my next demo. So if you need to go and get checked out, I promise I'm not going to start for a good 3 minutes, so you can go and check out or grab a cup of tea if you're already checked out, whatever it is. No demo coming for 3 minutes. You're safe.
Okay, I will quickly show you some other goodies that we've got on the show that you might want to pop into your basket. Tri-blends, the essential blends, the essential collection. These are brilliant, and the ones I've started colouring with, they are absolutely great for allowing you to create those different blends effortlessly, because what you're going to get in this particular collection, all of your essential colours. So what you're essentially getting here is 24 different pens, but with each one you get the light, the medium and the dark of each of the colours to allow you to create that blend really, really simply. Go back and watch some of our Colour Me Happy shows to kind of get the full SP on these, and there's loads and loads of videos out there so that you can become the colourist that you want to be. They are brilliant, and today actually you're saving almost £20, almost $36, so it's a great day to pick these up and get using these with your Wisteria collection. It works out at £2.50 per pen, or $3.50, which is well, bonkers value for money, really. £48 if you're platinum, or $67.20. We've also got the complete collection of your tri-blend brush pens. So these work in the same way. The fact that you've got the different colours again, so 24 pens, you've got the different hues in each colour, so the light, the medium and the dark, again makes it nice and easy for you to do all the blending. However, what you'll see with these is you've got that gorgeous Japanese brush nib, so you can be more expressive with these. If you ever wanted to try that flicking technique for things like your fur and your foliage, it allows you to be able to do that really, really simply indeed. I know a lot of people who love to have the tri-blend pens and then have those tri-blend brush pens as well. It's a great day to pick these up, because once again you are going to get that 20% saving off the collection, which equates to almost a £20 saving, or a $36 saving off the full set, and that is a £48 price tag then if you're platinum, rather than $80, or $67.20 rather than almost $120. Now, lots of chat about various adhesives in the comments today. Obviously, we've got that adhesives bundle for our daily deal. However, the dotty tape pens are back in stock. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Ooh, wowie!
Yeah, wowie! And I tell you what, this is where it gets silly. We were talking about this on Wake Up Call. These come in and then they go out of stock, and then we can't get them back in for ages. So you would have thought when we did have them, we wouldn't go, well, have some for free. But that's what we're doing today. We're saying buy 3 and get a 4th one for free within the bundle. Get as many of these as you think you need, and then more, because these will sell out again. Ever popular. £11.98 or $19.18 is the price on those, and I expect them to disappear once again. Rosalind says, now you will see this potentially later. You are going to see a lantern with Debbie laces. Make a box / lantern. Or you could use luxury foil acetate and put some wisteria flowers inside with fairy lights. That is a great shout, and some really great comments coming through on that. Let us know as well what you're going to be creating with these. Would love to hear more of your ideas. And also, I think, I know so. Sarah, you're going to be doing some flower forming
I'm on it. I'm almost ready.
Oh, well, a question about that. with flower forming, actually I'll wait until you start doing it because it would be a good question to ask then. Keep the comments coming through. Got to say hi to Bubble and Squeak who's joining us, saying Fairham calling. Hi Sarah, Ben and the team. Hello to you. Also hi to Anne who's joined us. So many of you enjoying the show. And hi to Andrea who's loving the show as well. So, flower forming, we've got the dies. Oh, there we go. 50% of the stock is now gone. Officially, the stock is now 50%. Just what, about halfway through the show, half the stock has gone. You can see where this is going. If it keeps going at this pace, come the end of the next hour, we are going to be down to the dregs of the collection. £97.59 platinum. Don't miss out. $127.19. Add in more paper pads, add in more petal powder. Just get as much as you think you will need and more. Flower forming, yes, is a big part of this collection too. So we're going to have a look at that with Sarah right now. Kristen's question, which I know you're going to tackle, is with flower forming, do you have to use an iron?
You don't have to use an iron. You can use a heat gun. However, I find the most effective way and the quickest way and the most impactful way is to use an iron. I'm going to show you that in just a second. What I will say about this collection, guys, is if we're at half the stock halfway through the show, chances are this bundle is going to sell out today, right? Yeah. And I'll just explain to you what will happen because it is on launch party tomorrow. We've got a craft along coming up with this very shortly. It'll be on Second Chance Sunday. We'll have to then construct a smaller bundle. So all that happens is if you buy the bundle right now and you see another bundle that looks cheaper in a few days' time, that's because they haven't got everything, right? I can tell you now, the best deal we do is the launch deal. So the few weeks after the launch when we have to rob Peter to pay Paul and make smaller bundles, they're never quite as good as the launch deal. So even if you look and you see it's a smaller price, that's because it won't have a 12x12 pad in. It won't have the petal powders in. We'll be fishing through the samples and having to take all the samples that have those beautiful petal powders out, but they are an integral part to this whole collection. So remember what I said, they sold out in 9 minutes. That's on
incredible.
HSN. I think this might be our fastest selling Nature's Garden period ever. And then everyone's been waiting for this big launch day show to see all these techniques. All I'm going to say is this collection has been way busier than we even anticipated. We've completely sold out in the US with HSN stock. So if you're wanting the complete collection in the US, the only way to get it is from us and have it shipped from the UK. At this price, you're eligible for free shipping anyway. But then also remember, if you've got vouchers that you collected during birthday week, you can use your vouchers off this today. You are eligible to use them. Right, should we ever go with the flower forming?
Yes, please.
For anybody who missed us showing earlier, there are a couple of different ways to do the flower forming. This is the first one I'm going to show you. Yeah. This is a completely different technique. I will try and get onto this one later in the show as well. Okay. Both Wisteria, both look really impactful. You can see there these lovely tiny little flowers at the bottom, or we're actually taking them all and layering them up. So can you see just how dimensional this is when you look at it from the side? Isn't that incredible? But so is this one. Just a completely different look altogether, okay? So loads to go out with the flower forming. What I've got is, you've got the flower forming foam, so you've got 3 different colours in the foam. So you've got the dark purple, the medium purple and the light purple, okay? When we talk about the dyes as well, can you see we've got a large, a medium and a small. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start by cutting the very dark purple, and I'm going to cut the dark purple with the very, very biggest dye here, the very, very biggest pattern, right? So you're going to take that. I'm cutting through 4 layers of foam here with the Gemini Mini. Yes. Absolutely no problem, right? So we're going to do 4. I would say for a big wisteria, you probably want a good 8 layers here, right? So I'm going to go another 4 there, 4 this down here, and we're going to get 8 come out in total, right? So there's our 8 layers of the large one. Then I want you to do exactly the same and use the next colour foam and do the medium sized die, and you're going to get 8 layers of the medium one, right? Yes. And then use the small one, not the tiny ones, just the small one, with the lightest colour of foam, and there are my 8 layers of the very, very small one, right? So we've got all the sizes. These here, can you see, you're just going to open out, and so we've got the 8 of the biggest one. Now, as long as everyone can see, Ben, I'm going to show you how you do the iron technique. Talk you through it with the first couple, and then I'm going to go into my own little world while we form them all.
Yes.
And that is code for you're going to have to talk for me, right?
Well, I'm always there when you need me to talk.
You are always there when I need you to talk. Always there when I need you. Right, here we go. I've got my iron, right?
Okay.
Couple of tips with the iron, guys. Have it as hot as you can possibly get it, right? The hotter the better. And then it's nice and quick for you to go and do this, right? Also, don't touch the iron. And by the way, when you're looking at me, I'll get Charlotte to show me on the wide shot. When I'm doing this at home, I don't do it with the iron back to front upside down, right? I have it in front of me and I just touch it on the iron. I'm doing it like this so that the camera can see what I'm doing. So don't feel like you also have to craft back to front. Actually, I'm saying I don't do this, Ben. I actually do. because I'm so used to it now, right?
And can I just say as well, that is a smaller than normal iron. You don't need to buy an expensive craft iron or anything like that, do you?
Debbie Robinson's. Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
I just have the massive one.
Yeah.
I find it loads easier.
So use your bog standard iron at home that you probably
bog standard iron.
Don't use.
Watch this. You're going to leave this on here. Yeah. It's going to form, take it off, and it's going to make that lovely kind of cuppy shape. Okay. Can you see?
Yeah.
And we're going. So there's your large cuppy one. I'm going to do the same here with the medium. Notice I've never touched anywhere near the iron, right? No.
And as soon as you see it go, that's when you drop it, is it?
You're going to, as soon as you see it form, drop it off.
Right.
Oh,
hello.
Try and do it on the foam, because it's a lot easier to mould on the foam like this than what it is if you're doing it flat. So there's two. I'm going to take the little tiny one now, and you'll see again, holding that on. And what it does is it shrinks. Right, so it shrinks into place. You're going to drop it off. You always have a little bit of static. So can you see the little bit of static is just holding it near to that ball tool, and there is my ball tool with the medium one. So you've seen me do all three sizes. I'm going to do this, Ben, with all of them. As long as everyone can see what I'm doing, I'm happy to take questions as we're going.
All right, fire those questions through, anything you want to ask. Also worth bearing in mind that if you're looking at this and you're thinking, ooh, you know, I'm interested to see this flower forming foam. I haven't got those tools. We have got the tools available for you, and also on this show, you can pick up, there's a bundle where you can pick up the flower forming foam distress tool for free. We're just, oh no, Johnny, you joking me? There was
sold
me.
Out.
I've done all my prep, remembering all the bits and pieces we've got on the show. It's sold out, that collection. It just shows that you've got to be super, super quick because we're really, really busy. Hi to Suzette. Susie says, hi Ben, Sarah, crafty friends and team from Prince Edward Island. Sorry for being late. We don't have to apologise.
Who says you don't have to apologise?
Oh, okay, you do have to apologise. Sarah wants a note to know exactly.
To know why you're going to be late.
Where you been? Hi also to Rosemary. Says, hi everyone from Houston, Texas. And a hi to Mary Pat who's joined us as well. Loads of you tuning in. Let us know what you bought. Let us know what you've grabbed. I'd be interested to know who's bought the most paper pads. I know Christine Mahoney was watching this morning. Did she say she bought 10, Johnny? 10 extra paper pads, wasn't it? And more of those petal powders as well.
Do you know, I was just talking with our Debbie about the paper pads earlier today. I mean, Debbie is a full-on paper pad hoarder. You look up the definition of a paper pad hoarder, you'll find our Debbie in the dictionary, right? She's full-on, and she just can't get over. I mean, she loves to collect them, and she just can't get over how absolutely beautiful this paper pad is. In particular, has to be, I think, one of the nicest ones. I mean, in her opinion, it's the nicest one we've ever done.
Yes, exactly what she said, and she was so pleased, Sarah, that she got the opportunity to sort of do the pre-launch this morning. She was so pleased, bless her.
She was pleased. I wasn't pleased. It was neat. I was worried at one point there might have been no stock for me to come on for.
I know, it did get to that point with thinking, hang on a minute, it was the busiest wake-up call that we've done. So super busy. It was so lovely to see Debbie as well this morning. I haven't seen her for about 2 months. Our paths keep sort of missing, yeah, like ships that cross in the night. But it was lovely to catch up with her, and I know she's very excited about coming to see us on the tour as well, which is back again tomorrow.
Yes, let's talk to her, Carlisle tomorrow night.
Carlisle tomorrow, Bradford Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, Bradford Thursday, Southend Friday, Basingstoke Saturday, Guildford Monday, up and down the country. For all those people in the US, guys, these are towns and cities all over the UK. Yeah. We are literally going the length and breadth of the country.
We're going Halifax, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, York, Edinburgh,
up to Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Aberdeen.
Do you know
that's at the very top of Scotland.
Do you know how far Aberdeen is from here?
I know how far it is, yeah.
318 miles.
I bet you can't wait to be stuck in a car with me for that long, Ben.
I mean, I've got to tell you, the trip back and forth from Reading, it's further than Reading. I mean, the hours just flew by with Sarah's, you know...
Snoring in the back of the car.
I didn't want to say.
You can see it. Look, I got us a bottle of champagne so we could celebrate.
You
and
did.
then as soon as I'd had a glass of champagne, that's it. I was gonna. It's like, I hope you're not expecting much more chit chat, Ben, because that's all I got for you.
And what I also loved as well, I sort of said as we left the show, at whatever time it was, like 10:30, I was like, oh, I'm absolutely starving. Love a Mackie D's. And then Sarah's like, right, drives, off we go.
Ben needs a Mackie D's, guys. Come on, let's hit the drive-through.
We went through the drive-through.
We went through the drive-through in our miniature tour bus, because there's only like me and Ben in the tour bus.
Yeah.
But it's still a bus type thing, right? Yeah. And yes, it was. It struggled to get through the drive-through.
But what made me laugh is I think, well, probably not the first, but maybe one of the first to ever turn up at a McDonald's drive-through with champagne in hand.
Yeah.
Can we have a couple of? What did we have? What did we get? Like a big pasty or something. It was lovely.
It was
like
really
a
good.
Bacony, burgery thing. Unbelievable.
Do you know what I'm going to do, Ben? I'm going to let that iron. That's the only thing with using the small iron. It takes a little bit longer to warm up. I'm going to let it. I'm going to let it start warm before I heat them few up. These here, I'm going to start because I've got my little bit of wire, right? So watch what we're going to do. I'm going to go first one on here like this, and I'm just going to make a few holes for them all, but we're actually going to load them up onto the wire, right? So once I've got the holes in the middle, we're going to come through with our wire. There's the first piece. Are you going straight through there, little wire? Yes, you are. Nice. And we're going to use a tiny little bit of glue on the bottom. Yeah. This is like a labour of love, these. So you need a tiny little bit of glue on the bottom just to bring all that together, right? Then, oh, actually, I maybe shouldn't, I didn't need to cut that quite as long. I'm going to cut it to here, right? Then I'm going to feed the next one down. Yeah. So I'm going to come, let's have a little look. That's not one I made the hole in. Make the hole in. Once you've got the hole, you're going to feed this wire right through, but don't take it right to the bottom because you need to put a little bit of glue so that you're not quite feeding it all the way to the bottom. We're going to feed it down. And then we're just going to pop it down like this and give it a little bit more shaping. So can you see it has like a little bit of a gap before the next piece starts? Yeah?
Yes.
You see that coming into place? This is where you're going to lose us, Ben. I really hope people have got plenty of chit-chat for you, because that's it.
A few comments coming through. Rosalind just saying, I use my pokey tool to hold the flowers on the iron. Right.
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Sandra Dundas says, roll on the 8th of December, Middlesbrough, front row VIP.
Oh, hey.
So excited, Sandra says.
Middlesbrough is going to be a good one because loads of people from the office are coming. Yeah. And all my family's coming to the Middlesbrough one. Is that the one you think your family will come to, Ben?
My family are coming to Basingstoke.
Yeah, but your local family, Ben.
Oh, local family, sorry. I don't know, actually, potentially. We were looking at Newcastle originally, but Middlesbrough's closer, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
Johnny's saying the
Town
town
Hall.
hall's nice. I think that could be the one then. Could be the one. I'll just be seeing if I can drag my son out. My daughter and wife want to come, but I don't...
Come and see your dad dressed as a reindeer, son. Are you sure he needs talking into that, Ben?
Do you know, I'm not the coolest of dads at the minute because he's of that age, and me then turning around to him and going, oh yeah, come and see your dad dressed up as an elf. I don't know whether that's... We'll have to wait and see. I can't see it happening.
If you want some pictures, by the way, guys, I just put some on my Facebook just before the show, so you can go and have a little nosy at how Ben and I got on.
And can you also just chat very quickly, because a couple of people, including Terry, who are in the US, asking the question which has been asked a lot, will we be doing a US tour? Now, I know you probably can't answer that one, but there is something that you potentially can say about for our US viewers, isn't there?
Yes, so what I have done is I've spoken to the tour company and said to them there is a lot of demand from our US viewers of people really wanting to be able to live stream the tour in the US, and can they look at what the options are for us being able to do that. So bear in mind, it's not, I know you're thinking, oh, it's, you know, it's easy for us to do because we're You know, we live stream everything, but you've got to remember it's not Crafters Companion doing this.
No.
It's this big tour company in the UK. But you would also hope that if we could do this sort of stuff, this really big tour company would be able to do this sort of thing. So they are looking into it. Look at that, isn't it come together lovely? They're promising me that we should be able to do this. So I'm just waiting on confirmation and then for them to be able to set up all the technology for it all. But it would be, do you know, the one that we would probably do is probably the local one, then we can get our guys to come out and help with it all.
Oh, yeah.
So it would probably be that 8th of December, I would think. If we can get it going, it'll be the 8th of December. So watch this space for more information.
Lily Jones says, cannot wait for you to come to Edinburgh. I think I might be in the front row. That'd be amazing.
Oh,
to see
yes.
Lily.
You can shout on with me and Ben.
Yeah. June Cummings says, I cannot wait to see you both tomorrow night in Carlisle. June!
Yes! Yes! Oh, me mum and me Auntie Lynn are coming to Carlisle tomorrow. Do you know, can I just tell everybody, it was really fascinating on Saturday night. It really hit home for me. There's never, ever been a craft tour like this done before. And it's unlike anything we've ever done. So Pam Craven came along, lovely Pam, one of our viewers who's watching loads of our shows. She came along, she spoke to me afterwards and she said, Sarah, I had absolutely no idea what to expect. And it really dawned on me that so many of you, so many people bought tickets to come along, not having any clue or any idea what was it going to be for. You know, and Pam just said, it's unlike anything we do on Crafters TV, guys, right?
Yeah.
It basically is crafting for Christmas. So it's getting ready like a month out. And what are all the things that you need to get ready for Christmas? Making your wreath, making your garland, making the ornaments for the Christmas tree. We do a little bit of gift wrapping, don't we?
We do.
There's all sorts going on, okay? But it's nothing like anything you will ever see us do on Crafters TV. So I want you to know that it's really different. And to be honest, it's just a fun show, isn't it, Ben? It's all about getting up on your feet, singing, dancing, having a little bit of a laugh, just having fun with us, really, more than anything.
Well, here's Pam's review.
Here he goes.
She says, if anyone in the UK has not booked, you have to book into one of the shows, says Pam Craven. She says, totally surprising and different. It's good for non-crafters too, so take a non-crafty friend, she says. She says, I'm not surprised you two were tired. I was too, and I just sat and watched. But I had a full-on day catching up with friends, etc., that I hadn't seen for some time since moving away. It was a fab show, says Pam Craven. So there you go.
Look,
Thank you,
do you
Pam.
know, there was loads of like mothers and daughters came along.
Yeah.
Loads of, we had a family, didn't we? There was one family at the back where the kids had come along
the
too.
two daughters were there.
Yeah. It was just wonderful.
And do you know what I loved as well, without giving too much away, there is the opportunity for you to get involved. And, you know, and one of the times we got some people up, we actually had two ladies up, and neither of them were crafters.
No.
And it was so brilliant.
Craft wars on stage. No idea what was going on.
And they were just sticking stuff. They ended up making a card, and they took a load of the foam pads, like a sheet of foam pads, sticking those on the card, and then you know the
God
lid off your tape pen. They stuck the lid off the tape pen onto the card as well. But we had a good laugh, didn't we? And everyone loved it.
Do you know what? We had a brilliant laugh. And Ben has written a new song.
Oh, yes.
Which is exclusively available on tour, and everybody has to join in and sing along.
They do.
So that was always good fun.
And I have a very special duet partner for that song as well.
Yes.
Making her singing debut.
Singing debut on stage.
Yes.
It was good fun. Yeah, I felt I had to though, because I couldn't let him sing on his own on the stage.
Well, no, for goodness sake, you don't want to hear that, would you? But
We
no,
were
it's a great
singing, we were dancing.
I do a bit of crafting as well.
He does. We have a craft off between me and Ben.
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, I won. I think Ben was expecting to win. I won in Reading. Let's see who wins tomorrow night in Carlisle.
Go Carlisle.
Yeah.
Go Team Ben. Go Team Ben. And the brilliant thing is, it's totally interactive, so you get the chance to ask Sarah any questions you like. And there were some brilliant questions.
We had some lovely questions, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We had some surprise visitors came and joined us on screen.
Few Christmas visitors. It's a show that you definitely listen. If you love your crafting, you're up for a bit of fun, and you want to get into the festive season, then you need to absolutely come along and join the show. We'll keep our fingers crossed that we can obviously bring that stream to our US viewers, and also potentially, I guess, viewers in the UK who can't get to any of the shows. But watch this space on that one, Sarah, yeah?
Watch this space, guys. We are working on it. Talking about working on, I thought I was going to be here all day, but I actually managed to do them quicker than the practice ones I did. But how amazing do they look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show
Amazing.
you them. Yeah, look at that. So that's how you do those big 3-dimensional ones. And like I said, there's 8 layers of each one, but you must add the glue on all the way down. Otherwise, they're all going to bunch up at the bottom.
Yeah.
And of course, it's on wire then. So if you want to tilt it a little bit like that, you can do, right? Now, all I'm going to do is to make a really nice, simple card.
Yep.
So I know you're all really heavily concentrating here, right? I've done background piece. I've got some acetate here, Ben. And I'm going to pop the acetate. Let me just get the backing off the acetate here. All right. So the acetate is going to go over the front of the card so that we have like an acetate fronted card.
Okay.
When you do this, guys, stick tape to tape. So look at this, plenty of tape on. Front bit goes down. And I always like to stick another base piece of card. So if people wonder like how you get the acetate floating in the middle, you just stick another base piece of card on the bottom like this so that we have structural integrity of the base card ready to put the piece on that you want at the front, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just using a little bit of the, them beautiful papers. So we're going to go with papers at the front here, papers at the top, and then I've just used one sheet. Now, this is the thing, right? These papers, the 12 by 12 papers are amazing for doing bigger projects like this. I've gutted the middle of this, you'll be pleased to see, and used it for the next piece, which you're going to see any second now. That is going to give me the lovely background piece there, all right? Gorgeous. And then I've used that to cut out the back piece here, which I'm going to pop on, right? But I'm going to do that back piece so that that's floating in the middle, but then I want the white on the front of it, all right? So the dark one, that is going to form a little bit of a shadow, and I'm just taking that slightly off centre, all right? I've just done another little cutout to go in the middle here, Ben.
Oh, brilliant.
That frame's lovely. That's one of the frames, by the way, guys, that wasn't on the HSN set, for those of you who want to go for it extra. Now, where's my piece that we've done here, right? So here's one.
Oh, that looks
I've got
amazing.
2 other ones that I've got ready done.
Yeah.
Right, so here's the 3 of them. And I'm just going to take these, and I think I'll just try and wind them all together. So let's have a look. We'll go 1 dropping down further in the middle, and then the 2 at the sides kind of coming together, and I'll just wind all them together like this.
Just a quick question from Christian as well about acetate. She says, do all the types of acetate have that protective film, Sarah?
No, just the thicker ones that we do.
Okay.
Yep, so not all of them. So don't be... I've done that before where I've been scrapping away at the acetate and it hasn't really had a backing on. Right, I'm almost sad to put glue on this.
Oh, no.
So look at that, I'm just going to pop the glue down the sides.
This could be card of the show, couldn't it?
Oh, do you know, I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah.
But then I would say that because it's my card, isn't it, right? So, card of the week, just put it out there, just put it out there. Right, and I've got a little bit, we didn't even talk, I've missed this on the walk around of like all the products in the set. We have seam binding ribbon.
Oh, you do, yep.
Yeah, we get seam binding ribbon in this set. I didn't show everybody when I talked through the set because I got too carried away with everything else. So a little bit of seam binding ribbon. And you've got those lovely bits just dangling down there. And then remember I said there was an extra die, this one here, right? If you cut these out of just tiny little bits, what I have got is I'm going to get my duck-billed scissors, duck-billed tweezers.
Oh, right.
And you can just use, is that right? Duck-bill, have I said that right? They are the duck-billed.
I've never heard them called that, but that's a great way to describe them.
They are like duck, I think that's the proper name.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've made that up, you know. I don't think I have, right? You're thinking, not so sure with this, Sarah.
I've never heard that before.
Right, let's have a little look.
I like
I'm
it.
Come under here like this, right? You're going to have to go, Ben. I'm in my own little world again.
Okay, well,
at least you know I'm nothing if not consistent.
well, that's it. Nick Vale says, I've just placed another order. I've got some extra petal powders, topper pads, of course, some other items also to get to free shipping. Betty saying the flower that Sarah's made gorgeous and not looking as intimidating as I thought it would be.
Yes, it's all once you see it. That's why these shows are so wonderful, guys, because
Yeah.
you need to be able to see everything.
And Bubble and Squeak says, Sarah, you're making this look so easy and you can do it whilst talking with Ben. I mean, that's the thing,
Well,
isn't it?
almost, guys. I'm not quite managing as much chit-chat as I would usually. Right.
Alison saying, saw the photos from the tour, they're great. Kirsty D saying, my niece can't wait to see you in Middlesbrough. She keeps asking when we're going. And lots of love coming through for the card that you're making. Sandra Dundas saying, that card is absolutely adorable, Sarah.
I do love
of you
it.
as well, still taking advantage. Our US viewers, of course, of the show that we had last night is still available for you on the website. Lots of you telling me that you're shopping that. The orange stickers to get your free shipping when you spend over 50. For our US viewers on that Black Friday warehouse clearance page, the Pro is still just about available for you at that smashed down price. Don't worry as well, UK viewers, if you're thinking, oh, we didn't get a warehouse clearance, you're getting one on Thursday with Craig.
We've got something for everyone.
Yes, everyone is catered for this Black Friday event. Keep it Crafters TV to hear everything. And then, of course, keep checking the website. And free shipping on everything over 50, isn't it? All week, right through the event. So lots of reasons to be shopping and filling up your baskets. I mean, this is a work of art, Sarah.
They come together nice.
I tell you. Yeah.
Then look what I've done. I've got that. I've used the interior bit of that little die to stamp on the Life Is, right? And I'm going to pop Life Is up in the top corner. So there's my Life Is. And then I've also got the words, look, I've sent them through the Xyron just to make life a little bit easier. Yeah. And I'm going to go the white over top of the dark. Oh, she says I am. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, Ben. I'm just going to... do you know, it's the pressure of doing all of this live for everybody when it's all these... I really feeling your pressure today, guys, on the with all of the intricacies of, like, the flower forming and getting the petal powders. It's really nice. This is the sort of stuff where you really want to just get in your craft room and just kind of get locked in there and have a little bit of fun. There, look at that.
You're doing a smashing job. 60% of the stock's gone, by the way. If you've got this in your basket, you're waiting for a break, we'll give you opportunity to check out in the next 5 or 10 minutes, so don't worry, but it is very, very busy. This beautiful, by the way, is one of the dies that comes with a set of stamps, and that, again, I think Sarah was saying it wasn't in the HSN bundle, so that's another one of the ones that you want to pop in. I'll show you all of those when we go through the boards again in just a minute's time.
Look at them, Wisterias.
I mean,
I have to say, I think that might be my favourite demo of the show. And I think when you see, like you say, they look really intimidating until you see them put together. I think that's a really nice one. If you want to bookmark this show and know that you can come back to it, if you want to do the 3D flower form in Wisteria, this is the show to come back to for it.
Love the card. Contender for card of the day, says Rosalind. Maybe even card of the week.
Do it, do it. I need you all to tune in on Sunday and vote for me.
Charlotte's just gone card of the month.
Yeah, well, you know, I had high aspirations.
All right, Charlotte. Beautiful card, Sarah. Fabulous card, Sarah, says Jean. And Charlotte saying this would also be beautiful with a picture in the middle of the frame. Oh, I love this idea. With the flowers around the outside, especially for Mother's Day. That is a lovely, lovely idea. And lots of you saying that you're buying this with Mother's Day in mind, because you know you can make some beautiful cards from it. Do you want a really quick flick through the collection? Really, really quickly before we get to a break to give you a chance to check out your baskets. 12 by 12 paper pad, 32 sheets. Let me tell you what, this is the thing I think potentially is going to sell out the bundle. Stocks are dwindling on this. There's less than 200 of these available, so you're going to have to be swift. And just remember that people are getting this in the bundle and then buying extras as well. And when I say extras, we've got people buying 10, 12, 15 extra of these. So very, very quickly, those final 200 pads go. You've got that in the 12 by 12, and also you've got it in the 6 by 6 as well. On top of that, there's your little 6 by 6, 32 sheets there. On top of that, you're going to get your decoupage topper pad. So that, again, 36 sheets with the ability on each sheet to be able to make 4 different wisteria flowers. So potentially looking at, 144 different decoupage elements in that. And on top of that, you're getting all of your beautiful vellum as well. 24 sheets right there. Flower forming foam is also included. You're getting 12 sheets of the flower forming foam, as you've seen Sarah using in the last demo there. All of the different colours to make your wisteria look the absolute business. And then you're going to get that cardstock included too. So this is our linen cardstock. It's absolutely stunning. And again, all of the colours in this match up beautifully with the colours that you've got in your papers, your flower forming foam and your vellums as well. You're getting 6 sheets of each of the colours, 4 sheets of each. You're also getting the seam binding ribbon as well. So that was the ribbon that Sara was showing you on that last project. And again, it all matches up absolutely wonderfully. That is all of your consumables. Of course, on top of that, I say that's all your consumables, you've got your petal powder as well. So you've 3 different colours in those 3 pots. So the purple, the white and the green. Add more of that into your basket as well, because that is the other consumable that most people are chatting about. All of the other goodies you're going to get. So, massive bundle. This is your wonderful Wisteria. These are the dyes that Sara was using to create those beautiful, beautiful florals. You're getting in here the stunning, timeless bird cage. You've got the ability with that one as well, if you want to kind of manipulate the door open to create that 3D effect. The ornate window, again, you saw in Sara's first demonstration, just a super beautiful and useful dye. The whimsical Wisteria. So once again, you're sort of multi-cutting that to add to the layers of the projects that you're making to make your Wisteria really stand out and come to the fore. Then you've got your stamp and die set. That one is also included within the bundle, alongside the most beautiful 3D embossing folder. That in itself is just a beautiful card, isn't it? Adding a bit of matting and layering, adding your colours, little bow on the top, little sentiment. You've got a stunning, stunning card there. A whole host of different sentiments. That one is called Today and Always. There's some really, really beautiful sentiments within that collection. You've got edgeables in here, that trailing Wisteria. Then on top of that, you're also going to get your Wisteria Whisper. So this is a traditional embossing folder. Alongside that, your 3 different stencils, which can really help you to highlight all of the different areas of the emboss in your Wisteria. And then these 3 elements that I'm about to show you are also in this collection, but these will be the 3 that you didn't get in the 8 to 10 bundle. So for those of you that were asking, you've got your beautiful frames there, and then alongside that, the 2 stamp and die sets with the words. So you've got beautiful with the stamp. So have a beautiful birthday. Life is beautiful, beautiful friend. You are beautiful. And then you've got this one here, which is friends. So you've got the die, which is that beautiful font. Best friends, friends forever, friends are family we choose for ourselves, and more. So if you got the 8 to 10 bundle, get those 3 in, as individuals, and then top up with your papers, top up with your petal powder to get to that 50, get your free shipping, and then of course get the extra 10% off as well. There is so much to think about. What a huge bundle. Over 60% of the stock gone. Everything I've just shown you there is £97.59 if you're platinum, $127.19 if you're platinum in the US. If you've got your birthday codes as well, of course, you can use those to get even more discount. And there's so much to get in this collection. Let's give you opportunity to check out those baskets. When we come back, some more demonstrations for you, and of course you will get to vote for your demo of the show. Which one will it be? We'll find out very shortly, but head to the checkouts and we'll come back in just a few moments time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Wow. You guys are absolutely loving this collection. April's joined us saying, love watching you too. Hello from Vermont. Hello, Vermont. Hello, April. Hi to Pamela, who's joined us as well. Just to reiterate, there's so many deals going on at the minute. So the Black Friday deals you will see available for you if you spend over 50, 100, 150, 200. There are extra discounts for you to be able to achieve, excluding November launches. If our US viewers are still shopping the US warehouse show from last night, all of those orange sticker deals are still available for you. And if you spend over 50 there, you will get your free shipping. That's where your free shipping is. So there's just so much going on as far as Black Friday is concerned. Check out the website. That's the best place to see it all. You'll see the daily deals as well, which change each and every day. But this launch is absolutely going crazy. I think one of the biggest launches I've certainly done this year. You guys are loving it. I think we should get on with another demo to squeeze at least one more in before the end of the show. But please do not wait around. I know Debbie's going to start off. Whatever happens, Monday Makers, Debbie is going to do that one final demo that she wanted to do, but potentially we could be getting to that show later on with this gone, the way that things are going. So please don't wait for Monday Makers. If you want anything, the full collection, individual bits and pieces, order them now because we are so super busy. Such a great collection. And between Debbie and Sarah as well, some amazing demonstrations. You guys have been smashing it, Sarah.
Can I just say, I'm about to smash it a little bit more. It's just because there's so much in this kit. There was all that I wanted to show you with the petal powder, all that stuff I wanted to show you with the flower forming, and then this embossing folder, hands down, most incredible 3D embossing folder we've ever done. I know it just looks very plain there. Wait till see, I'm going to show you a letterpress technique. We're going to build up a dimensional set of embossing on here. You can see there, just looking at it, how dimensional it is, can't you, Ben? Another level to anything we've done before.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to do some layering techniques on this. So this is all with water reactive ink pads. So make a note, an hour and a half into this show is where you're going to come and watch for a really, I'm hoping, quite detailed technique set on doing letterpress technique, layering with your ink pads, and then adding some of that petal powder on the top, right? So here we go. First of all, when you're doing letterpress, okay, I want you to look at this. On the back, you will see the logo. So if that's on the back, we're going to put our colour on the front. So what I'm going to do is I want some blue behind the window, right? Can you see that that's a window there, guys? I think if I show you it that way. Yeah, you can see that that's a window in the middle. You can't really, you're just going to have to trust us. You can see that that's a window in the middle, so I'm going to put blue in the window like this, right? Okay. Don't worry about getting it exactly right, because we are going to add a little bit more ink on there later. I will, though, where I've got it exactly where I don't want it, so a little bit on the wisteria here, I'm just going to clean all of this off, right, and on the windowsill. So, taking the blue off where we don't want it. Then I'm going to come with a little bit of spring meadow, so a little bit of green, and I'm going to add the green everywhere else. So my wisteria is going to have a nice green in the background with the letterpress technique, right?
Yeah.
So green around the actual wisteria, blue behind the window, right? This is going to go into there, close that up. You can hopefully see where all that colour's coming in now. And I'm going to send that through. So you've got your base, you've got your magnetic, you've got your top plate. We're going to go and get a beautiful deep emboss straight to your Gemini. And I want that really deep emboss because then we're going to start and layer up the colour on top of it, right? Quite excited to show you all of this. You're going to love this, right? So when we lift this out, there's that base colour on the inside, right? So there's the blue that we're starting with. And if in doubt, guys, you can always come and give that a little bit of a blend in the middle, right?
Nice.
But I quite like that. It looks like a little bit window pane-y, right? Now, here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make the outside of that window brown. So I'm going to use Sandstorm.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a little bit of Sandstorm, pick up a little bit onto here, right? And then just go over the top. So now we're making that window a little bit sandstormy. Do not worry about the fact that we've got a little bit on our wisteria, because we're going to take the darker colour onto that. And look, what I'm doing is I'm using the little finger daubers, so I've got nice even application just where I want it, right? So there is my finger dauber application, and I'll put a little bit on the base here as well for that sandstorm. And if it's got a little bit of colour where you don't want it, don't worry, we can put some wisteria over top of that with our petal powder, right? So there's my sandstorm application. Next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of grasshopper, so we're going to darken a little bit round the edges, right? So a little bit of grasshopper, take off the excess. Just picking that up, can you see how we've got like real depth there and dimension?
And by the way, Nancy was asking how you make certain areas of your embossing folder stand out darker than the others. Were you seeing exactly how you do it right now, Nancy?
This is the one.
This is the way to do it.
Oh, I'm pleased we're answering questions as well.
Yeah, without even knowing it.
Bit of a Brucey bonus as we're going.
And worth bearing in mind as well, sorry, the colours that you're using, a lot of the colours that you're using, we've got in a bundle in the opaque pigments as well for you on the show. We'll show that in just a bit.
Oh, the opaque pigments you can do all these techniques with, and also you can emboss with them, right? So can you see I've added that depth and kind of depth of colour around the outside here, right? Now for my actual wisteria, I want to make that purple, right? So what I've got is I've got some pale fig, and we can even go a little bit deeper if we want a bit of crushed velvet on. So start with a little bit of pale fig, just these finger daubers, right? And then just rubbing them over the top. Oh yes, now we're starting to get a little bit of colour under these. And you see that? So I'm going to keep going around with a little bit of pale fig and then add a little bit more crushed velvet as well.
Tammy, thank you, Tammy. And thank you also to Susie. She says, Ben, Tammy. Tammy says, Ben. Tammy says, Ben, please remind Sarah about the gift bag.
Yes, good job you reminded me, guys, because we were forgetting, weren't we? Right, we will get a gift bag done on here, I promise. Right, little bit. Oh yes, now you're talking. Okay. Now we're going in with extra depth. Now look how much better it looks when I've used two colours on that, and I'm just going ever so gently now over the top. Notice I'm always taking a little bit of the excess off. Yeah. But even the ones where I've got the green on there and I didn't want to now, this is now adding that in.
Approaching 70% of the stock gone now. Supposed to be on Monday Makers in 2.5 hours' time. If it keeps going at this rate, I can't see it if I'm being honest with you. So please do not miss out. Nearly 70% of the stock gone, Sarah.
Nice. Now, that's all done just with your colours in your letterpress. Yeah. What's going to take it to the next level now is we're going to add a little bit of petal powder.
Oh, of course we are.
So we're going to go now, and I'm just going to add little bits and pieces onto the highlighted, embossed little bits.
And this is the thing, isn't it? That's why you need to get more of your petal powder, because, I mean, literally, you are going to be using it on everything. You've seen how beautiful it is, so please get more than you think that you'll need, because you get the petal powder within the collection, but you need more, because every time you get this collection out, you are going to be adding petal powder like it's going out of style. And whilst you've already seen me, sorry, that you don't need a lot, you know, you're dunking it in, you're taking a lot of it off, please still buy more than you think that you will need, because once it's gone, you'll be kicking yourself that you won't be able to get any more. $9.99 individually or $12.95 for the 3 different colours. Add that into your basket to ensure that you've got enough of this stuff, because it is just absolutely brilliant. I've never seen anything like it before, Sarah. I know there's been, I guess, similar things in the past, not to the standard that we do it, obviously.
No, what I would say is the one that we've done, well, the one that we've brought, Leanne's actually been speaking to, it's a doll's house and train, you know, the train model company. Yeah. So they use it a lot for their scenery. That's where we've got it from. And it just seemed absolutely perfect for this collection. If you're loving it, I'm going to speak to her about seeing if we can get it in more colours to go with some of our other Nature's Garden collections, because I really think it's added something completely different in with this set.
True.
Now, for this one here, guys, I am going to just bring in a little bit of card, right? And I'm going to pour the petal powder over the top, right? So I'm just going to pour petal powder all the way over. You can see there. Now you look at it, you'll go, oh yeah, I understand. This is all of the, this is the stuff that you would see in the, you know, in the model train industry.
Yeah, exactly right.
So I'm just yes, look at that now,
it's next
right?
level, isn't it?
It's just next level, and I'm putting plenty of it on.
Yeah.
And tapping it down. If in doubt, tap it down. And then you can tap it off as well. So we've got a little bit of the green on there. Sorry, no, we've got the purple on. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the green as well. Notice what I've done as well. These aren't the pots that you get with it. If you think I've got a lot more than you've got in your pots, that's because I've just decanted it into some bigger pots.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the same here. Just add a little bit of green around the edges. Now, this applicator that I'm using, this is why you're supposed to keep it upside down, guys. Either keep it full or keep it upside down.
Yeah.
I think I might just pop mine back upside down there and get this other one out. Right. So, here we go. Plenty of this on. If in doubt, oh, crikey, I might have to use my upside down one.
And just worth saying as well, just from seeing Sarah pour all that petal powder on, you can see how little you do actually use each and every time that you use it. So it's a bit almost like the sort of embossing powder, isn't it? When you pour the embossing powder on, you think you've used a lot, but most of it goes back into the tub.
Goes back in the pot, yeah. Couldn't agree more, couldn't agree more. And then look at this, anywhere where I've got purple, where I didn't really want purple, I can add a little bit of the green petal powder over the top, and it just helps you kind of cover all of that you didn't want in there, yeah? Right, so I'm just taking a little bit of green down there as well.
Okay.
And we'll do exactly the same as we did before. I'm going to pop this down. I'm going to pop the green over, right? And then I'm going to pop it down, just pat it down there as well. And I even like it when the colours merge together a little bit, because I think that's going to look quite good, isn't it?
Petal powder, bottom of your screen, if you want to add more of that into your basket. It's proving very popular. And like Sarah was saying, Terry saying, do you think petal powder will become more available as an everyday product? I think the more you guys ask for it, the more you guys demand it, say you want it. I would think that, you know what we're like, you say you want, 9 times out of 10 we do. So let us know if you want to see more of it as like, you know, an everyday thing within our floral ranges. And I'm sure Sarah and Leanne and the team will do their very best.
Well, our Leanne's in later this week, isn't she?
She is, yes.
Yes, she's going to be in. So Leanne is in because Ben and I are away on tour. She's in tomorrow, and then she's also going to be in on Friday doing our Black Friday Cartload special. Hopefully our US viewers will appreciate that, obviously, because Cartload falls on Thanksgiving this week.
Yes.
We didn't want you to miss out on the Cartload, so we've just moved the Cartload to the Friday and made that our Black Friday special as well.
Nice. But on the Thursday for our UK viewers, that's the UK warehouse clearance.
It is. Now, bear in mind as well, though, so our US warehouse only has the facility to ship to the US. Our UK warehouse is our global fulfillment centre. So the UK warehouse clearance Black Friday, we can ship anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So it's just the US one can only be done in the US.
Gotcha.
The UK one can be done anywhere in the world. But obviously we've done that primarily on Thursday because we know a lot of our US friends will be having family round and, you know, it's Thanksgiving. It's a big day for you guys. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK. Not that we don't want to give thanks, we just don't celebrate Thanksgiving the same way you guys do.
That's it.
So, but yeah, you can always shop. Those deals will be going live on Wednesday night.
Nice.
So if you're not shopping with us on Wednesday, but you don't want to miss out, then you can always just make sure that you kind of tune in on Wednesday night before you go to bed, or before you start your day on Thursday, go and have a little look at everything that's going on, so that you don't have to take time away from the family on Thursday, but also you don't miss out on anything.
Glue question about the petal powder again. So Mike, I don't know how to say your name, M-I-C, Mick, anyway, asks, Can you use the ballpoint glue pens with the petal powder?
But yes, you
Yeah.
can, absolutely. So I'm just trying to be really careful with this because I don't want to get petal powder everywhere. It's not supposed to be now, Ben. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, you can use anything, basically, to apply your petal powder with.
And Kendall's wanting to know what type of containers you're using there to store the petal powders.
It's whatever I could find out the back.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so I don't even know where they are or where they've come from.
Yeah.
I just found them out the back and thought,
I don't think
they
it really
look
matters,
good.
just as long as they're perhaps a little bit bigger than the containers they come in to make it
Yeah,
easier for you to...
to be honest, I probably
dip
would have
in.
used even bigger ones still. So, yeah, just make sure you use nice big containers to decant them into, because it didn't have that big of an opening for me to be able to go and get all of my stuff, my fingers into. There we go. So there's that one. And then I've got a nice little sentiment here. Distance means so little when someone means so much. Oh, look at that.
I'll tell you what, though, again, you said, you know, smashing it out of the park. I mean, I said the last card that you made might be the winner. I think I might have changed my mind here now, Sarah. This might be the one, actually.
I was just really desperate to show everybody
Yeah.
that technique with the letter pressing on there, because I do just love that. It's the 3D embossing folder. Have a little look at it up close. Now, that is, of course, using everything in the collection. So all I would say is if you do want that, like that vellum looks fabulous on the inside, doesn't it? There's so much going on in the front, but don't spoil the inside by leaving it plain when you can use that lovely paper in the background too.
I mean, sensational, absolutely brilliant. That is so pretty, says Michelle. It looks like a painting. Rosalind said you could use that petal powder to make Spanish moss tree scenery. You could. And Elaine saying, I just told my husband he's just bought my Christmas present, a couple extra pads, vellum, and a couple of petal powders.
I'm going to use this to make the gift bag.
Okay. What a beautiful collection. And I used my 20% discount, got a great bargain. Thank you so much, says Elaine. Love you all. We love you too. And loads of you just saying yes, please, to the different colours. I would say the best thing to do is keep putting in the comments that you want different colours of the petal powder. And when Leanne is with us on Thursday with Craig, just send her a few comments in the socials as well, so we can kind of ram that home. Sorry, can I just ask you one related question to the Wisteria?
Go on, yeah.
But Jottie's wanting to know what the proper combination for cutting plates is when using an embossing folder. She says, I've broken my plates sometimes. So just quickly remind us on that.
So if it's a regular embossing folder, you're just going to use the two outside plates. If you're doing it with a 3D embossing folder, it is one of your outside plates, and then you want your magnetic and your clear shim.
Right.
So them three together for a 3D emboss.
Excellent, and thank you for that question, Jottie. Always happy to answer those questions. Right, we've got about 15 minutes remaining. We'll get the vote going for the demo of the show very, very shortly. However, I do just want to remind you about the ink pad. So if you want to maybe be able to recreate the last card that Sarah was showing you, if you haven't got any ink pads yet in your stash, we've got the opaque pigment ink pads, which will work absolutely beautifully as well, because these are brilliant for doing your blending. And also, as Sarah was saying, these are perfect too if you like to do your heat embossing techniques. And what we've done, because we think of everything here, is we've put together a bundle of 10 colours, which we think will work wonderfully with the colours in the collection. So the 10 colours are Damson Wine, you've got Green Topaz, you are going to get Midnight, you've got Lemon Tonic, you've got Oasis, Fuchsia, and we popped in the white in there as well, which you do not see very often, so it's nice that that is in alongside the Grasshopper. You've got the Misty Morning, and then also you have your Pale Fig. It's a bigger than 15% saving off the usual price, less your platinum, because we know the majority of you are, so that's £40 for the set of 10, or $60.80 if you're shopping in the US and you are a platinum member. We are at 70% of the stock.
70? How did that happen? Do you know, I haven't been paying any attention because I've been so focused on me crafting, and that's just crept up out of nowhere, hasn't it?
Well, it's been going up very, very quickly right throughout the show. And honestly, you think 2 hours, 15 minutes till Monday Makers, if it keeps going at this rate, it ain't going to be here. We will stand by our guns, though, and do that demo with Debbie, because we know that obviously hundreds of you will have bought the collection by then, and I know a lot of you want to see that one that she's got lined up for the show, so we will do that. But please do not wait for the show to think, oh, I'll pick up the Wisteria collection later on. likely it won't be here. Very quickly, I'll run through you everything that you're going to get in this collection. So you have got your embossing folder and stencil collection. You've got beautiful edgeables in here. That is your trailing wisteria, which you saw earlier on. Stamps in there too. A lovely selection of sentiments today and always. There's some really beautiful sentiments for all occasions there. This is the one that Sarah was just using in the last demonstration, that gorgeous 3D embossing folder, the rustic window. You've got the stamp and die set with that beautiful wisteria, the whimsical wisteria that you saw earlier on, the beautiful ornate window, and again you can open up the shutters there too, which is amazing, as you can do with your timeless bird cage. Get that door opened up there. These are the dies that you're going to use in conjunction with your flower forming foam to be able to create that wonderful wisteria. Then you're also going to receive these 3 items, and those of you who bought it this on the HSN show, these are the 3 items that you won't have got within your bundle. So you've got your friend stamp and die set, that gorgeous beautiful stamp and die, and then all of your wonderful frames there too. So those are the 3 items that you might want to make your own bundle out of, and then you're going to get all the consumables. So you've got your amazing petal powder. You're going to receive your luxury linen cardstock in all of those beautiful colours. Actually, you're getting 24 sheets there, 6 sheets of each in the 4 colours. You're getting your seam binding ribbon, that's included. Alongside that, you're going to be getting your 12 sheets of flower forming foam. And again, you've seen how easy it is to create those beautiful wisterias during the show with Sarah. The vellum is also included, 24 sheets to match up with your paper pads. You're also getting the decoupage topper sheets as well, 36 sheets in there, and you can make 4 different flowers from each page, so that is a ton of decoupage. You're getting your 12 by 12 pad, which I know Sarah has taken, but also alongside that you're getting your 6 by 6 double-sided pad as well. That one of course mirrors your 12 by 12 with all of these beautiful papers. It is a heck of a bundle. It's a massive collection, one of the most beautiful I think that we've ever done. You're saving nearly £31 today, over $40. Platinum price comes down to £97.59 or $127.19. But please do not miss out. Get the collection. Add more than you think you need for the paper pads and the petal powders as well.
Can you put the code in on that?
What?
Will you put the code in for us?
What code?
So I can see what's on the screen.
Oh, that one.
Because we haven't done demo of the show.
Oh.
So I'm going to do demo of the show. You go and get yourself off. I need to see who the winner is.
That's my tablet though.
Johnny will tell us.
Okay. I tell you what I'm going to do. Oh no, I can't because that won't make any difference, would it? Let me see if I can quickly set you up.
Ben, go.
Okay.
Go. Ben, it's a very important night for Ben tonight. Tell them where you're going, Ben.
Parents' evening. So I've got to go to Parents' evening. Got to be there at just after 4. So I'll see you back on Monday Makers with Debbie. This will have sold out. Sarah, thank you. See you guys. Sarah's going to take over. She's doing a gift bag.
I'm going to show you my cards first and you can vote on them, right? So, for demo of the show, potentially demo of the week, potentially demo of the month, pick a good one, guys, right? So, I'm just saying, I love this collection. They're lovely, right? So, this is when I just showed you the very basics of how to use the petal powder, okay? Then, we went really stepped up and I showed you all how to use that lovely window frame. We stuck with the petal powders, though, and this time we did it with the 3-dimensional decoupage, right? The one that I think might be my winner, although you go with whatever you think, is where I showed everyone how to do the 3-dimensional flower form. I've never done, this is the first time I've taught a 3-dimensional flower like that. I've done loads of different flowers over the years. I absolutely love flower form. I think it's one of my favourite products that we do. But that was lovely. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is where I taught you to do all those inking techniques and layering them up using that 3D embossing folder with the addition of the petal powder as well. So that's number 4. So you choose whether you want to go for 1, 2, 3 or 4. While you're all voting, guys, I want to show you a really quick gift bag with these, okay? So I will actually show you the 12 by 12 pad as well because our Ben didn't get a chance to show you that because I'd pinched it. What I will say is this might be the last time you're seeing it. There are less than 150 of the 12 by 12 pads, which means we can either have 150 people getting the big collection or a couple of you buying a few extra pads, and it will go and sell out the whole collection, right? So please, please, if you want extras of the pads, we literally have 150 of the pads left allocated to Crafters TV here, right? That is all the stock that we've got allocated. So if you want it and you love it, please make sure you pick it up, okay? I think that design is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take that one there, and I'll show you how to do a lovely gift bag with it, right? So you're just going to take a sheet, and I want you to use one of your scoring tools, right? Now, what you're going to do is we're going to go, first of all, and we're going to score just before the 4. So I'm going to go 2 little notches before the 4, all right? So 3 3/4 here. And then I'm going to go 2 little notches before the 6. Same again, right? Now, in case you're not working with a big score, I'm going to fold this over, crease it again, and do exactly the same again. I've actually got enough score lines that I can go all the way with it, but just in case you haven't, if you're using the Score Master, right? Same again. So you're going to go 2 little notches before the 4, and then you're going to go 2 little notches before the 6, which should leave you a nice 1/2 inch for gluing at the bottom. Then we're going to come to the bottom here, and we're going to go score 2 inches all the way along, right? That's all of your scoring. I want you to fold over and just burnish all of those crease lines. Now, the best way to do a gift bag as well is fold and burnish all of these crease lines both ways. So always fold them from the top of the cardstock first, then fold them back over the other way. That's how you prevent your cardstock from cracking, right? Always fold it the way that you've scored it, and then you can take it back and fold it the other way, all right? Same with the one on the bottom. I'm going to turn this right over. I'm going to fold this on here. Yep. Take that back over. Oh, look how gorgeous this is going to look as a gift bag, right? Then all you're doing is you're coming up into that score line, right? And here. And we're going to come up here again. And then actually this one here we don't need. So I'm going to come up the edge, and I'm going to just take that off there, all right? Little bit of tape down the edge here, right up against that score line. Turn this right over. This is going to fold over. That's going to fold in place there. That gives you that lovely fold, right? Then on these bottom pieces, fold the bottom 2 in. We're going to put tape all down here, right? Oh, is that to the end of my tape pen? I think I might be nearly at the end. We're going to take tape. Oh, there's a little bit more to go. Tape down here, tape down this edge too, and then these will fold in, one from this side, one from that side. And that, when you fold it in, is just going to give you a lovely little nice and simple gift bag. So those of you who've maybe made a nice card and you want just a little gift to go inside it, how quick and easy was that? How fabulous, though, does it look in that paper? I mean, some papers are just made to be made into a gift bag. This one is made to be into a gift bag. Now, producer Johnny, have we got a winner for demo of the show? Not quite the same when you're right. The winner is number 3. So it was my flower forming. There you go. So this is going to go on the pile, on the what is it? Shelves. It's going to go on desk. That is a contender now for demo of the day. So I'm going to be up against our Debbie. I do have a few minutes left though. So what I do want to do is show you the other samples that I've got, because we haven't had chance to look through all of them. So now you know everything in the collection. You can be doing your beautiful flower forming with it, but even if you just wanted to do nice simple cards, this is what we're talking about here. So you've got that lovely wisteria dropping down, and then you've got that lovely frame one that we've got in the background. Now all of these samples, they're all done using just the elements from the collection. So even that beautiful seam binding ribbon, the stamp set that's on the front there, we didn't even get chance to look at this gorgeous bird cage. I mean, how fabulous, and that's all been enamelled on there. And I just think with this petal powder on here, it just really gives it that little bit of a lift. Now, there's some pretty spectacular cards on this one, I'm not going to lie. I can't wait until you guys start getting yours delivered and people start having ideas of what they want to do. Now, please send us your pictures in. This one's, by the way, been stenciled with a little bit of paste, glitter paste through the front as well, because you've got them stencils included in with the embossing folder. But also bear in mind, we're going to be having a craft along with this. So if there's something that you really want to make, you let us know what it is you want to see. Do you want to do a little bit more flower forming form? Do you want to do an unusual shaped card? Do you want to do some more techniques with the embossing folder like what I did? That one there's been done with the Centura Pearl, and now we've added a little bit of colour onto it and then a little bit of gilding wax over the top as well. So just look at the contrast. That's your play plain one on pearl, that's your one where we've added a little bit of colour, like I showed you. And actually, contrast that again, this is where we went with a ton of colour and then the petal powder. 3 completely different looks, all from exactly the same embossing folder. It really is a gorgeous... Actually, here's a 4th completely different look, this time onto craft card. How amazing is that, done onto craft card? And again, it's so tactile, this one. And then this one's been coloured in the background with some of your Spectrum Noir pens. I just think with this collection, it's got more mass appeal than potentially any of the other Nature's Gardens I've seen. There's more elements in here. There's more different bits of crafting that you might be wanting to try. This is the beautiful stamped pieces coming down. Look, the window box has got your petal powder in here. You can even see it from the front through the little edge there with the little window pieces open and the little, what do you call it? Yeah, they are windows, aren't they? And then the little window box with the pieces. This, I just think, looks fantastic. And I'm hoping that through the show now, I've given you enough like techniques in your armoury, as it was, that you've got enough things that you can go and try with this collection. Now remember, our Debbie is going to be back up in 2 hours time, and apparently she's wanting to do a land demo. She's been out the back at it already. Loads of people have been asking to see it. So Debbie's going to be doing that. Even if the big collection is sold out, guys, Debbie is going to be here doing that exact one. Even if it sells out, can I just explain this? It's not the end of the world, because even if the collection sells out, people are going to be able to put their own bundles together. But I do need to explain, it is going to be the 12 by 12 paper pad or the petal powders. One of them two is going to go, possibly even today. That will sell out the big bundle, which means we'll be back with another bundle. So if you see a bundle and it's a little bit cheaper than this one, that's because you haven't got everything in the collection. So if you want to guarantee that you are getting everything in the collection, I would say you've got a couple of hours at most to guarantee that you've got that 12 by 12 pad, you've got the petal powders. The linen cardstock, again, is going ridiculously fast. You want to do those 3-dimensional wisterias, you need that flower forming foam. Everything is in the collection. This is one of those ones. It's not an absolutely massive collection with $200-300 worth of stuff. If you are a platinum member, you are talking $127 or under £100, and you can use your code from birthday week. So those of you who shopped in birthday week, spent the £100, $100, and you got the 20 off code, you can use that code on this one here. So it's going to that'll take it down to $107.19, or you're going to be talking, instead of 97, £77.59. So you can use that on top of your platinum discount, even though it's a full collection and it's a launch, you can still use that discount on top of your launch. Now, remember, those of you who are shopping in the US, don't forget, if you didn't shop with us last night, use this 2 hours that you've got in the break to go and watch the US Warehouse Clearance Bar. It's a phenomenal show last night. We had so much fun. But if you are shopping from the US, you can't add this and the US stuff into your basket, because this is going to ship from here in the UK. The US Warehouse has 0 stock of anything Wisteria. So if you want to get this checked out, check this one out, clear that basket, then you can go and shop everything from the US Warehouse Clearance. That's only for people in the US, because we can only ship mainland US with all of that. But if you spend $50, you're eligible for free shipping, and you've got our buy more and save discount on that. So that everything's live in that section. Debbie's going to be coming up in 2 hours for a full Monday Maker Show. I will be back on Wednesday evening for our official Black Friday launch in our 6 p.m, which is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. West Coast time. And I'm going to be popping into Wake Up Call. So I will see you on Wednesday, but you guys will see Debbie and Ben in just a couple of hours.